Hello. Well, it's a long time since you've seen me. And today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I have some very professional earworms with me today. So I'm just going to bring them in. Oh, you can see them already.
Well, Mark's here.
Mark, the gentleman Woodturner. And we got Brian, maybe not so good, you know what I mean. So,
yes, we can. Yeah.
A little bit of technical issue there before we started. I had a problem with camera one. However, that seems to be fixed. So we'll get on with it. Today, I'm going to make a cake stand. So I'm just going to be actually very wealthy. I've got to do this with my cameras. So just make sure that works.
Chuck us in the background.
Yeah, we'll do. Just double checking that works,
just,
right?
Just when you're ready, then. Unless you want me to sing or something.
Could leave them there. You could sing. I mean, you know.
Oh, for God's sake, no, don't sing.
Yeah. Right, people. There we are. Today is a cake stand. Well, if it works all right, we'll find other camera. I haven't used this for quite a while. There we are. Should be okay.
Yeah, leave it on that one to begin with.
Yep. So there we are. Yep. This is approximately, well, it's going to be about 12 inches maybe. This one is now actually just under 14 inches. We'll see how we get on, Jimmy.
Shall I read the list out?
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Right, we've got Andy H's for turning, Chris Nunn, Colin Izzard, Cornish Maid, hi Katie, Doc Miller, Douglas Mungham, Gav Sadeh Woodwork, Gerard the French Turner, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Jennifer's Craft and Creations, Joe Senior, John S. Casting, Lawrence Pigaja, Malcolm Douglas, Matthew Gallagher Turning, Nick Castle, Lawrence Pigaja, Peter the Parkwood Turner, Richard Phelan, Robert Dolman, Sebastian Ossenhofer, The Beard 16, and Wayne the Wood Turner. Welcome along, everybody. Terry's standing in tonight for Rich.
Yeah, thank you, Richard, for
still a bit poorly.
Still hobbling.
Ian Leonard's in.
So what is this lovely piece of wood we've got on the lathe, Terry?
This piece of wood is a bit of ash. I've had it about, got to be 20 years. Must be more than, yeah, about 20 years ago we bought a Cocker Spaniel up near Axminster in Devon. And when we went to pick the dog up, there was a lot of boards in the chap's house. And I said to him, I wouldn't mind a bit of that. You know, I'll buy some off you. He said, well, you only got an estate car, yeah? He said, well, get in the car and let's go. And he drove me about 30 miles. And to this, well, all I could think of it, you could call them, they were like those big long greenhouses, 300 or 400 foot long. And we went in there, and there was 3 of them, and they were all full of ash, oak, beech boards, anything from an inch thick to 6 inches thick.
Blimey.
Yeah, that was his. He, you know, he's buying and selling. He was getting trees cut down, and then he was, you know, obviously making a bit of money out of it as well as breeding dogs. So I said, that's okay. That'll do nicely. So I filled the car up. Went back another 3 times, filled the car up again. It was about, got to be, well, from me, it's 50 miles maybe, is it, to Axminster? So I can't remember now, but maybe more than that. So
IDR Woodturning's in. Hi, IDR.
Hello, Ian. So he said to me, yeah, as much as you want. And I had £50 a carload. And I had a big estate car, which was literally filled to the brim. There was just one, we had to cut one piece short so my head would fit up through it. Couldn't see it at the left-hand window. And that was that. I just got a bit of worm on the front that it did have. Just, yeah, it's not gone yet.
James Crawford's in.
James. This is the bottom anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Right, to shape the bottom. Can everybody see all right, hopefully?
Yep,
Yeah,
very
good picture.
picture. Picture quality is good. You've been going for 5 minutes and you've got 37 people watching.
You can see it's old. This timber is rock solid. Oh. Oh, it's hard out. Hard as
Douglas
anything.
Mungham's in. Hi, Douglas.
Good evening, Douglas.
Just going to move that tail stock back a bit. Right, this is a 1/2 inch bow gouge. Don't need all this.
Steve Scott's joined us. Good evening, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
That's Stephen.
Remember, folks, if you like what you see, give Terry a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. Click the notification bell, then whenever Terry uploads any content, you'll be notified. And if you've got a question for Terry at all, start your question with a couple of question marks so that we can spot it in the chat, please. Brent Beecroft's in. Hi, Brent.
Good evening, Brent.
Oh, that's near enough the size. Let's just check the diameter of that for now. About a 1/2 inch smaller, so that's right.
Gerard, the wood is a piece of ash. It's about 20 years old.
Or dried for 20 years.
Yeah, very, very dry.
Very dry. It's all going to be made out of ash, so I'll take it the rest of it's dry as well.
Katie's asking, how long has everyone been turning?
5 minutes in comparison.
Yeah, not very long, Katie. Started when I was about 12, 13 in school. My next birthday's number 70, so I had a few breaks, of course.
So on and off for 58 years then?
On and off, yeah. I stopped when we had 2 children, and I was working more than being able to do the hobby, so I had to give it a break for a while. Still had all the gear, but...
So Joe Senior's been turning for 5 years, but she's only turned 5 items. That's a pretty slow strike rate, Joe. I think you need to
that's
get
pretty
back
good,
at it.
Joe. 1 a year. Excellent.
Oh yeah, you're making a Christmas present for somebody once a year.
Natalia DeLeo's in. Hi, Natalia.
Lionel.
Hi, Natalia.
How are you?
Robert Dolman's been turning for 35 years.
Well done, Robert. Why haven't we seen you on YouTube then, Robert?
Hodgepodge for about 7 years.
Oh, so Jo hasn't done anything for nearly 3 years. So she really went mad for the first 2 years.
Wonder why that is.
You'll get back to it, Jo. I think there's a nice lathe waiting for you at the shop.
BB 36 somewhere in it.
Yeah, I think there is.
That Glyn doesn't use.
Robert says he's not on YouTube because he's shy.
Get on.
Keith's been turning for about 30 years. Hi, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
Hi, Keith. Welcome. You must have been hiding in the background somewhere, Keith.
Yeah.
So you've 45 watching now.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's nice to see you. I am turned for about a month on live, so maybe more than that. Can't remember now.
Okay, you stepped in
Can't
for me about
remember.
a month ago.
I did, that's right, yeah. Steps in for you.
Peter the Park Woodturner has been turning since 1993. Don't think we said hello to Peter the Park Woodturner, did we?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Okay, I must have missed that. Sorry, Mark. My humble apologies.
It's all right.
Matthew Gallagher's coming up on his 4th anniversary in turning. Well done, Matthew.
Just blend this in a bit. There's a little ridge there I didn't like.
Oh, it's not good having a little ridge on the bottom.
No. If you have a ridge on your bottom, it's a bit... there we go.
It means you've been sitting too long.
Music question, Brian?
Joe Senior has a question.
Yeah?
When is Terry going to get a proper slot for lives?
Don't know. Too many people doing them, so I'm quite happy doing this. Thing is, you see, and I got to commit every week to a live, and at the moment, I don't know whether I can do that.
Being a retired gentleman, he has no time for anything.
No. Just going to knock that bit off a minute. That should get us down to a reasonable.
Lewis the Contact Craftsman's in. Hi, Lewis.
Hello, Lewis.
Good evening, Lewis.
Right, we now have to put, what did I say? It was 32mm recess in here to let's get rid of that lot. 32mm recess.
Blair from Good Turn Daily Blair is in.
Hi, Blair.
Has to go back to work, unfortunately.
Natalia, yes, it is Ash.
It's got a nice bit of figure in it there.
Yes.
We maybe do with a little burning that, I think.
Well, I haven't got any colours, so...
As bad as in, no?
I don't do colours at the moment. So that's it. It'll do. I'll go out. It's only got to... That's the bit that's going to take the next stage, which will be for the pedestal to sit on.
Nick Castle's got a question. He says he's been turning a bowl from a piece of alder today. He's had problems with tear out. He's tried everything to get rid of it. Is this normal for alder?
Yeah, alder's a hardwood, but it's a softwood, but it's classed as a hardwood, but it's actually really soft. So you'll get tear out with it. You can get some lovely figure in alder, mind you.
I can't answer that because I never turned any alder yet.
Oh, you can get some really nice figure in it.
I haven't yet, let's say. And
Wayne, it's sort of orange in colour.
Okay. So Wayne says, Terry, try doing 3 lives a week.
That's what I thought, Wayne. You know, I could be looking for a new wife then, can I? If I start doing that. Aye. 3 lives a week. Why weren't? Yeah. You love it, Wayne. Come on. You love it. We love you loving it, Wayne.
He obviously does, or he wouldn't be doing it 3 times a week.
That's right. I mean, I like it as well, but
or last week he did 5 times.
I could come out and do more. Like I say, the slots are all busy, so I tend not to let other people get on with it. Right, here's our recess for stand. Does it in? Glue in. Truck key. Right. Take this off.
Matthew Gallagher says he has some spalted alder, which is stunning stuff.
Yes, you get gorgeous grain in it without the spalting, but spalted would be even better.
And Joe Senior has just popped in and says, Wednesday lunchtimes are free.
Wednesday lunchtime? Are they? Wednesday lunchtime?
Mark, do we have anybody who does a regular on a Wednesday lunchtime?
There is somebody in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's someone.
Definitely somebody on Wednesday
Can't
lunchtime.
remember off the top of my head.
There is. I know there is. Get that the right way before I'm leaving it.
Don McKee's in. Good evening, Don.
Don. I'll be a bit careful with this because it's only on some small O'Donnell jaws. I'll take the liberty of doing a wane and boring out this hole with a what's the name bit.
Forstner bit.
Yeah, save you having to suffer watching me do that. Right, let's see.
Hey, Don.
What size was said Forstner bit?
70 mil.
70 mil.
Yeah, on a drill press it's easier. Then you can just whack it out on the drill press. Now I might have to sharpen one of the gouges later, but.
Katie's got a question. She said, what actually is the meaning of spalted? What has been done to the wood?
I'll show you a sec. Spalted. There we go. This is a bit of beech. A bit of beech, Katie. It's basically rotten wood that's not gone quite rotten. Hang on, switch the lathe off a minute and get closer to it. So if you can see the lines in it, get it right. Try turning that one off. See all the lines? All the different, that's basically rot.
So that would be like a fungal infection in the wood?
Yeah, fungal infection.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, and what you do, if you've got a piece of timber that you want to spalt yourself, what I do anyway, is I stand it end on, so if you've got a cut tree, you know, end on soil, and leave it there for 3 to 6 months. And it goes like that. The longer you leave it, the more spalting you get. But if you leave it too long, you put it in the fire. Because you've had it.
It just goes kind of mushy.
Yeah. And this wood did warp over the years. It's got a big lump in the middle. It bows outwards. It won't be warping again, but as it dried out, it cupped.
So Wayne has told us in the chat there that spalting also happens as a tree is growing.
Yeah.
Again, that's it's a fungal infection in the tree.
It can do, yeah.
And Sebastian has said, when two different fungi meet, they form a visible border, hence forming the attractive patterns in the wood.
In any event, it does look beautiful.
You could also say that when two fungi meet, they become earworms for a wood turner.
Yeah.
Very
So,
funny, that.
ladies and gentlemen,
Adam,
in future this will be my fungi. My wife met a fun guy once. He married him.
Do you feel sorry for your wife?
So do I.
Not a
We
bit.
all do.
Not a bit. I'm sure she's good for it. I'm sure she manages Terry just very well.
Married to a nurse.
Women are good at that.
Respect. You know. I thought in my older years, as I'm married to a nurse, you know, I'll be well looked after.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It was a mistake. Am I? No sympathy at all. Absolutely none.
Zero. No.
I've stabbed my hand or I've put a nail through my hand there. So? What do you want me to do about it?
What did you do? Why did you do that, you idiot?
Drive me to this, yeah, and this usually serves you right, you know. Messing around in a garage.
Natalia's asking, what bevel do you use on your couches?
What, sorry?
What bevel angle have you got on your couches?
45 degrees. Can't you can see that. These cameras are not brilliant. You might not be able to see that. But there we are. 45. In the year 45.
There we go.
All right, let's have a look at whether it's straight. We're going to put the router.
So Wayne has just popped in a link about spalting wood. If anybody's interested, there's the link. You can go ahead and have a look. Save that for later and educate yourself.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, super job.
Which I have just done.
That rim was
Thanks
really
for that, Wayne.
razor sharp rim. That's get rid of that. Right, get to come off there. And a bit out in the middle. Too high. That went in a long way.
Copper Al Woodturning's in. Hi, Copper.
Now, Rob.
Hey. Good evening, Copper.
Can't get the handle low enough there. All right.
Ooh. I'll let you read Wayne's comment there, Mark.
No, I was gonna treat him with the contempt it deserves.
Okay, then I'll read it then. Question, Terry. Are you doing this to show Mark how it's done?
Well, I wasn't, Wayne. But now you come to mention it.
You're so nice to one another.
I'm sure he's more than competent at doing it without me getting involved. No, he is.
I've seen some pictures. It's going well, Mark.
Yeah, that bit he did, that bowl he did on Monday, or that thing on Monday he did was fabulous.
Exceptional, yeah.
Exceptionally good. I got no problem with Mark. turning at all. Wouldn't criticise it at all. Wayne's on the other hand. Oh, don't start a war.
Fighting duck.
No. All joking aside, brilliant turners, both of them. You can tell this is thin, can you?
Benjamin's
Tell
in.
this is not bad.
Terry seems in a good mood. Did Wales win at something?
Is what?
Did Wales win at something?
Don't know. Actually, I could say there's two things I'd say about that for a start. I don't actually support whatever. Was it rugby? Was it or football or something? I don't know.
Rugby, yeah.
I don't actually do that. I got some tear out there and it's going to vibrate, so I'm just going to use a part two and try and get it a little bit better accommodation. It's so thin, it's bouncing around. So let's just peel that off there. I want to warm my fingers up. Let's get a bit of tissue.
I love Woodturning. Adam's in. Hi, Adam.
Adam.
Good evening, Adam.
Let's have a look at that.
Terry, could you explain to me why you used the tissue?
Yeah, because I was holding the back, stop it vibrating.
All right, got it. Yep. Say
When you don't use the tissue, it hurts your fingers.
Sensible enough.
So look at that. That'll do. Yes, that just to say my fingers actually burning and stop. Only enough to just stop the vibration.
Yeah, so a little bit like holding your finger under a finial when you're turning.
Yeah, similar thing.
Yeah, that kind of same sort of thing. Yep.
Just going to switch the dust of the extractors on. Try and find electric. That's it over there.
Terry's going for a walk.
I'm just trying to find my sanding arbor now. I had it just now. You put things down, you never find it again, can you? It's gone missing. Talk amongst yourselves.
So somebody's stolen the standing arbor.
I have. It was here.
It's there on your bench.
Here.
On the left. No, not there. Further to your left.
It was on the right, Mark. It was on the right, you miserable. You're trying to mess me up, aren't you?
Well, it was my left, your right.
Yeah. Cooking on gas. Right. Tool rest out the way. I'm out the way. Turn the speed down a bit.
Did you find that drill in my workshop, Terry?
Yeah, it's the same one as you guys, back in the Ryobi, isn't it?
I think it is, yep.
Yeah. I don't know when you got yours, but you must have copied me.
I think yours might be.
Yeah. I've had this. How long have I had this drill? Blimey. When I was, I bought it
when I
was working. I bought it when I was working. I'm still a lad. I started my own business back in 2004. Worked until the year before last, and I bought this halfway through, I think, but halfway through the what's the name? It's not a drilly though, is it? You can tell. A, it doesn't sound like it, and B, a lot slower. And the
There's
battery
only one
runs out.
drilly.
Battery runs out, so in good old fashioned, this is one I prepared earlier. I unplug that one and attempt
a blue Peter moment.
Blue Peter moment.
Yeah, there is only one drill there, right, Mark?
Yeah. I mean, if I got really close, you might get to hear it, you know.
Matthew Gallagher Woodturning says, Terry, the Plymouth Woodturners are hopefully going to start up again soon.
Yes, that'll be good. That'll be very good. No, I didn't do, didn't you? I didn't do the back. And I didn't. Sam did see all the back, man. Never mind. We can finish that later. That bit there. That was Russian.
Take your time.
Yeah.
45 watching. You've only been going 31 minutes.
45. Obviously nothing better to do. This drill's getting on a bit now. It's starting to crank around a bit.
Wayne's just said, Terry, you forgot to do the back.
No, I didn't actually. Wayne never told me. I did tell him to remind me to do the back. And he said, okay, I'll remind you. I'll be there from the beginning. I'll remind you to do the back, he said.
All right.
What did he do? Fell asleep as usual. You know, the cheeky, well, yeah. Cheeky so-and-so said to me earlier. Did you see it, Mark?
I did see the comment, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Hughes in. Hi, Mike.
Nice.
Hi, Mike.
Evening, Michael. A little bit of terror there.
I says, like sorry, Terry. Memory problems.
A little bit of terror there, just about there.
Oh,
says he, switching it over and turning in reverse to Sam. Oh.
there's your late going reverse. Oh.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
So does mine.
I know somebody whose late doesn't go in reverse.
Does your lathe go in reverse, Mark?
It does, Terry, because I've got the same lathe as you have, yes, yes.
And it's going
funny,
in
mine
reverse
does.
now.
Mine does as well. Yeah.
Does yours do this, though, Brian? Brian, does yours do this? It's in reverse now.
Oh, it does, yeah. Mine does that, yeah.
I'll go forward, look. Can yours do that?
Yep.
Steve's not into the SK crash.
No.
Standing joke. Right, that's that bit.
Poor Steve has a one-way lathe, but it only turns in one way.
One direction. It's a pop group, isn't it? One direction. My wife's always going on about One Direction. I'm supposed to take it as a pop group.
Lawrence has asked, what's the difference when sanding with a drill or an inertia sander like Simon Hope's?
Well, the only difference is it's a lot quicker. This gets it off a lot quicker.
Wayne's also said, you have a constant speed and you don't need as much pressure.
And with the sanding pads, these little pads, you can see they're soft and just light pressure on it. Just keep the pad on it lightly and away it goes. And of course, you have to, with the inertia sander, you've got to feel it. And also, you could be that tear out's still there, is it?
So Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman, has
strange.
said, these
Little
lives
bit
are the
there.
best things to come out of COVID.
It is.
I think he's probably right. And certainly for the
Definitely.
woodturning community, no doubt.
Definitely the best thing to come out of COVID. Well, apart from the fact that you meet a lot of different people and that you would not have met before, maybe. If you know what I mean.
As Sebastian has says, the lives have replaced TV for me. You're a bit like myself as well, Sebastian, I have to say.
Yeah, I very rarely watch TV.
It's actually a lot better than television these days.
And Robert from Hodgepodge says, I've managed to lose 50 pounds during home insulation.
And
Or isolation, should I say? Isolation, I mean. Why, did you have a haircut, Hodge?
Wow.
It's Harry the Beaver keeping him busy.
Chasing him around the workshop.
The beaver. I'm not sure I'm going to get all that tear out, but I'm going to have to do it again anyway, because I can't get out the back. So I'll remount it and do that, but I will give it some sanding sealer before and then have another go later, because I don't want to be too long sanding. I get a reputation like other people. I don't want to.
So Wayne made another good point about the difference between the drill and the inertia sander.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inertia sanders slow down as you get closer to the center, whereas the
They
drill
do.
maintains its speed.
They do.
They do indeed.
Where's my sanding sealer gone? There. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a bit of this on. At the moment, I'm using a bit of pre-thinned sanding sealer from Hampshire Sheen. I'll get it out. I can. But I might have to change it over because it looks like this is. There we are. Here we are.
Lewis has exactly 100 channels, turning channels, on his subscriptions.
Brilliant.
Well done, that man.
How do you manage? How do you manage to keep up with 100 channels?
Well, he doesn't do anything, does he? Sits at home all day.
Ooh. Terry, watch you don't spell that. Sand, so.
It's all over the lathe anyway.
I hold that tin up a bit.
I'm not particularly worried about right at the surface or wipe it off afterwards. I'll do the bottom later. I'll just sand that off the lathe and sort that out. There we are. Look at that. Any good?
It looks nice, yeah.
Little bit of whatever. It's going to be covered up in it with a lot of cakes.
So Mike Hughes said that with less driving, etc., I put lots of pounds into my savings. Yeah, I would agree with that, Mike. Yeah. Because since lockdown last year, I think I've filled my car about 4 times in a year.
In fact, our insurance company, the car, wrote to us and said, due to this COVID business, are you using your car so much? And we'd checked the mileage before, and if you're not, tell us how many miles you've done this year. And so I did. We did about 100 miles.
Wayne's made a valid point, Terry. He says, Terry, that sanding sealer doesn't look thinned anymore.
No, it's evaporated a bit.
It looked pretty ropey.
It did evaporate. It's the last of the tin. I have a new tin of, where's it gone over there? I have a new tin of the chest of the nuts, brand spanking. Although I'm not going to open that until I open the thing up and take the metal piece out and all the rest of it. I'll just use that. That'll do.
Well, you'll need a skew for that job.
Yeah, I got a screwdriver.
I do.
I like using the skew. So I like using the skew to work with rather than open tins with,
I've got a special skew.
Just going to try
skew
try this. It's not the first time I've tried it, but I'll try it again just to get these brutes sing. Right, team. You know the rules.
What's the rules?
Well, if you're earworming,
no, it's sanding the sealer
sing
first.
Yeah, done that. You saw me do that.
That's fine.
There we
I
are.
don't know who's going to sing, but it ain't going to be me.
Oh, that's okay then. I'll do it. Here we go then. Are you ready?
Anytime you like. Yeah.
Now hands that feel pretty can feel soft as your face with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Oh, Brian, you should go on the stage.
Turn the lights on.
And
you should go on stage, Brian.
You've now got 6 people watching. No, you haven't. I'm only kidding.
Yeah, but I bet they'll make a comment.
There'll be no comments about my singing. I won't have it. No comments whatsoever about my singing unless they're good.
Oh, well, that's that out then, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
Does feel nice and smooth now, though.
That was my singing did that, Terry.
Oh, Valley Maker says, I must be dead. I'm sure I heard angels singing.
Come on, Dave.
Oh, seriously, man.
Well done, Mo Valley. That's all I can say.
Angels or devils?
Tim's out of makers here. Hi, Tim. Been a while.
Hello, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Oh, Douglas Munham. Douglas Munham says, Brian, it's lucky I'm deaf.
Some of that. Put some Hampshire Sheen on. No.
There's no song for Hampshire Sheen. Well, not yet, anyway.
Well, you can make one.
No, I'll leave that to Dale. That's his department. He's head of creative writing.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much, Mo. He just elaborated on his comment from earlier and says, "Oh, hold on, my hearing aid was off."
Brilliant. Yeah, I already had the sound on the wrong channel. Have a look. Yeah. Give it a buff now.
So what kind of base are you going to do for this then?
Well, I thought an ash base. I don't know the shape of it yet. I've got a 6-inch square piece, 2 inches thick, 1.5 inches thick, 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches thick, and I've got a post which is also 2 inches square, 50 mil. So there we are.
Very pretty.
Not too bad, is it? So take that off and try the other one. Hey, look at that. Looks pretty good.
Pretty shiny.
Right. That bit done. Next bit. Next bit, I think, should be the base. Shall we do the base next?
So Gerard, the French turner, is asking Terry.
Yeah.
When doing a project like this, do you have to have both the same wood, or can you have contrasting effects? So
oh no, you don't have to have both the same wood. Blimey, you know. I mean, I've got a piece of. This is what I was going to use. Where's I put that? There's the ash piece. All right. And I was going to have the middle as lignum vitae, which is heavy and dark and
That's purely an aesthetic appeal for yourself, Gerard. If you want to have contrasting woods, go for it.
Anything you want, really. Anything that you fancy. I mean, because sometimes you might get a sheet of beech, ash, whatever that you're going to use for the top, but you might not have enough to, you may not have the right thickness to do the base, because you obviously need a base that's thick enough, or you might not have enough square material to do the stem. But if you want, I mean, you could have a segmented one if you want, couldn't you? All different woods. Be nice. There. Right, let's try that one. Rolling around, right? Yeah.
So Lawrence is asking about the corrugated sheet on the Yorkshire grit tin, which is.
I don't have that. It's called Woodturning, isn't it?
Yeah. It's called a product saver, and it's available from Temple Boy Turnings.
I think Glyn's trying to buy them out so he can make them non-saleable. That way, you won't save any. Use quite a bit.
It's to try and save it from when you get shavings in if you drop it on the floor, you don't get shavings embedded all the way through your grit.
There's a link for the website.
Creator.
The art of the matter is then don't
drop it.
Don't drop it.
Sebastian Ossenhofer is asking, where do you guys get your wood from? I mainly get mine from trees.
Yeah. Fell into that one.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Somebody opened the door there.
Fell into that one,
straight in. Yep. The sensible answer, Sebastian, is from wood suppliers. There are loads of them in the UK and all over the world, obviously.
I get quite a bit from friends as well,
Timber merchants.
Yep.
Tree surgeons.
Wherever you can.
I fell in with half a tree a couple of days ago. In fact, it was yesterday. The roads department came along and cut down a tree that was leaning towards the road, and basically he cut it up into lengths and threw it back over the fence.
The only thing the only thing with getting trees that are nice and brand new and green is that you got to wait for them so long to dry unless you turn it green, turn it wet. I have to sharpen this gouge, people. Sorry about that. Fortunately, it's gone blunt, and I've just back in a jiffy.
Truckload of ash logs delivered today.
Oh, well done. You get them.
That's the tree I got yesterday. Was an ash tree.
From my wood guy.
Right. No. Oh, that's yeah.
Michael, you call Michael?
No, not Michael. My other wood guy.
Oh, the other wood guy. Sorry.
I've got two wood guys.
Sorry.
I got two wood guys. And a timber mill. And a tree surgeon. Who will supply me with wood.
Tree surgeons are a bit notorious for not responding to requests for timber, but then you have to develop some kind of relationship with them.
Yeah, you do. But when you do get a good relationship with them, you get some good timber.
You can. So Wayne the Woodturner is saying he's bringing down a large cherry tree this week.
Okay.
That'll be nice. Cherry's a nice wood to turn.
That'll be nice, Wayne. Look forward to some of that.
So,
Doug Miller's having to shoot off.
Bye, Doug.
Who?
Doug Miller.
Right. Hi, Doug. See you again. Thanks for turning in.
We've got 53 now watching.
Thank you all very much for your support.
Chris from Bailey Woodworks is in. Hi, Bailey. Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
So Hodgepodge says, you guys missed my Yorkshire grit question. Well,
Sorry.
how far back was that?
Was it interesting, Robert?
Does everyone use Yorkshire grit for everything in the UK? Was it just you two, mainly since it's dustless, quick and easy? Turners in the States typically use lacquer, polyurethane, or a variety of other stuff. No, we all use Yorkshire grit because it gives such fantastic results. I'd use it whether I was on YouTube or not.
Yep, it's a great sandy medium. So
it just saves you a lot of work going up to 600 or something, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It provides a superior finish, dustless, it's easy to use. It's not greasy or tacky.
It's just all round good stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't like it.
Well, me neither.
I've always been the same. I use it because it's good. Gives me the results I'm after.
You wouldn't use it, would you? You wouldn't use it at all if it was rubbish.
Barry in the shed has arrived exceptionally late. Hello, Barry.
Barry.
In the corner, unless you brought cake.
It's only Tuesdays, no exemptions on a Tuesday. So Joe Senior has just enlightened us there. She says the original grit goes up to sanding equivalent of 1,000 grit, and the microfine goes up to sanding around 2,000 grit.
Yes.
So, and Wayne has popped in there to say that it's not a finish. It's just it's a wet sanding material, basically, which works well under most all finishes.
I hope you never thought it was a finish, Robert. Just doing this for a bit of speed to get rid of it. Get rid of the accent.
So Benjamin has popped in a little comment there. He says, Yorkshire Grit and Pro Edge, you'd never see any of the pros use them, other than Wayne and Martin Saban Smith. It's a bit weird.
Right, I've got an answer for that.
Go ahead.
A lot of production turners, pro turners, they work on a piece rate. You'll see a lot of them turn same pieces again and again and again and again, like Steve Jones with a skew, and they turn pieces that go on to manufacturers who use those pieces in the manufacturing process. So they don't finish pieces.
No.
They turn them to a state where they then go on for further finishing. So they don't need to use Yorkshire grit. They just get them to a highly finished state straight off the tool. They do very light sanding. It's off the lathe, in the pile, ready to be shipped. If you turn in 1,000 chair legs, you ain't got time to sand 240, Yorkshire grit, sand and seal, Yorkshire grit, and apply a finish. It's turn, sand, done. Turn, sand, done. Simple as that.
And it's usually up to something like 240 or 300 grit, and it's just sanded, and that manufacturer finishes, as you say, Mark, with their own colours, with everything.
Yeah.
Without worrying about, which is good, really, I suppose. If somebody says, "Oh, I'll do it myself," that'd be nice. Don't worry about the finish. I'll sort that out. Yeah, that'd be good. Still got a little bit of a flat on this.
Ben says he was talking about people who do finished pieces in IRDs. Might just then be down to personal preference.
Yeah. That's round. Round and sound. Just that bit there to finish off that little piece there, and then we can. I think I had some woodworm in it. It's got a little bit of woodworm there. Damn it. Didn't want that. See if I can get rid of that. Didn't see that on there.
Well, Steve says he can't find Terry's live from SK Craft.
Can't find my what? Live?
Yeah, I'm looking on Dust though. He just popped in. He's can't find your live.
Well, you know why that is, don't you?
Yeah,
three of us have just put a link in there.
Yep.
Oh look, Mark. Oh look, Mark. Look.
Oh, you didn't catch it, did you? Oh dear. Mark catches it as well, occasionally.
I caught mine twice last night. Nobody noticed.
Ooh.
I did notice. I did notice, Mark.
Wendy from Toon Pitch Crafts is in. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, hi, Wendy. Nice pyramid, girl.
Nice to see you, Wendy.
And if you haven't watched the latest video, you'll not understand why I said nice pyramid.
Steve from SK Crafts is in as well. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve. Hope you're feeling better.
Don't say any more about him now, Mark. Now he's here.
He only came in because you were talking about him earlier, Terry. Somebody must have told him.
I was saying what a nice fellow he is, wasn't I? I remember.
I think it was something about a lathe going forward.
Oh yeah, sorry, Steve. Just see it's going out, and if I just flick the switch, Steve, it just goes that way. Can yours do that, Steve? Switch back in. Mark and I were having a wind up. Try that. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Star Trek song.
Brian was having a wind up too. Wasn't just me.
Not me.
No, Steve.
Never been known to happen.
Actually, I think they're winding up Brian because Brian's got a. But this goes in reverse apparently. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Right, 100 grit. Smack on.
I'm not repeating that remark that Steve has just put in.
Neither am I.
What did you say, Steve? Can't remember now, mate. Sorry. I don't have one of those stream deck things either. I've got to walk over to the computer and change it. But that's all right. Steve, I can do that. I can do that.
Steve's feeling much better, by the way. Thanks, everybody. He says.
Yeah, I'm just about to say, actually, how are you now? Because can be very nice. All you people having injections.
I go for my second one in a few days' time.
Just saying, mine didn't affect me at all.
Not me neither. First one, no.
My second one's on the 24th.
Hard as nails, me, you see.
And the first one I never knew I had, so pretty good. Yeah, must be this old stagers, all these young ones that can't cope with it, see? Let's get in there. Nice and shiny, simple. How's that looking? Couple of woodworm over there. I think that would disappear.
Oh, Steve's coming out with all the excuses now.
What's he saying now?
It wasn't the jab that made him feel ill. He was feeling ill before the jab.
Oh, right. Sorry. Was That was because he was frightened, maybe, or something, or chickened out, maybe. I don't know.
If I was on screen now, you'd see me stroking my beard.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Like.
You sure, Stephen? Find the right place. There you are. Will do. I'm surprised everybody's still here. Let's just go on a little while longer, not too much.
All right, it's 56 watching. We're not losing anybody. We're actually gaining. So keep going, Terry.
What time we got?
You're bang on an hour. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's all right. That won't take long now, then.
Rich quite often goes for 2 hours on his lives.
We're just creeping up on 9 o'clock, so you have plenty of time.
Right, there's our mortise for turning it around, plus for gluing in the stem.
So apparently we have to. Apparently we have to ask Mickey.
Terry.
Yeah.
You're gonna sand it and seal it.
I did start sanding it, but I thought I'd put the rest in. What did I get to? 120, 180. I think I did 180. I'm going to do next. 180. And then 240.
Jennifer Crafts Creations just says, I was fine until I had my first.
So you had the first?
Sure what the first she's talking about there is.
First jab?
She said she was fine when she had her first.
Oh, right. Sorry, I misread that.
Keep up, Brian.
Sorry, Jennifer.
Sorry, Jennifer. English isn't his first language.
So, Jennifer, like I said at the beginning, if you weren't here in the beginning, Jennifer, I did say we got 2 professional earworms, so I'll take that back. We got 1 professional earworm and 1 learning the job.
I did say that in the beginning too, Terry. To be fair.
Did. Right. 240, we're done. Right. Bit of this rubbishy stuff now that I've let dry out. I know why I let it dry out. Well, I didn't let it dry out. It dried out because the lid wouldn't come off, even though I wait the lid every time.
Yeah.
Sandy sealer jammed it on, and I'm getting on in age. I don't have the strength to open it. Even I tried one of those things, those bottle opener things that you stick on. Still couldn't get it open.
I had that problem too, so I decanted it into a plastic bottle.
Yeah, I can't be bothered. I just stabbed hole in it with a screwdriver.
And let it evaporate. Good job, Terry.
Well, no, I've been putting a piece of tissue over it each time. Sticking it back on with that. So. But I've had it quite some time, I must admit. The other stuff only arrived a few days ago, so chestnut stuff, so. And I didn't think I'd be doing this because Richard's supposed to be invading somebody today, isn't he? But he's not.
He's Tuesday, it would be his live.
Oh, right. Oh, well, he was supposed to be here, but because he's not very well, I had to do this. And
he's actually pretty well. It's just his foot is sore.
Well, yeah. Why couldn't you sat down and did it? Right. Drop of this stuff again.
I've already sung once, not doing it twice.
No. Steve's turn.
Steve?
Yep, Steve can do it. We can all pretend that we're hearing him sing. Actual fact, Joe will be singing it because she's up on it now, aren't you, Joe? And down a bit. Let's get a bit of this.
I see the Canadians are not very happy with their government by the sounds of things in the chat here.
The government?
Their government, yeah.
Oh, what's the matter with their government?
There was a comment earlier about Brent has said our city lowered the age to get your first jab to 70 to 75 yesterday morning. I think 75. We did that about 3 months ago.
We're on anybody over 50 now, isn't it? Or anybody under 50 that's got a problem now.
So they seem to be miles behind, yeah. Well, we're more than halfway there now, so.
I saw on the news tonight that they've got 50% of the population done, isn't it?
50% of the adult population have now been inoculated.
They've been inoculated, yeah.
With at least one.
Question for you from Matthew.
Okay.
Terry, are you going to thin the chestnut sanding sealer or keep it neat?
Well, chestnuts say don't thin it, so I don't know. I may keep it neat. Actually, it's quite good. Just you use more than you thin it. It penetrates a bit further, but as a sand, I mean, when I used to make, carpentry stuff, I used to seal it with just neat sanding sealer, and that was fine. So,
Joe Senior says she's singing currently.
She's what? Singing.
Joe Senior is singing.
Joe. That's it. We knew she would. She can't not. She has to sing. Right, that's that bit done. Hampshireist of the Sheens. Put it on nice and slow speed rather than switching off and rubbing it in. I can do it like this. Putting it on. Takes too long now. Right, like that. In that corner, there we are. There's a hole there. Look, there's a branch obviously come through at some point. It's made a hole. Right, give that 5 seconds. You're supposed to take 10 or 15 minutes to let this dry off a bit, but time is of an essence here. Or she won't see me finish it.
Oh, Florida, the bearded woodworker has arrived.
Hello,
Good
Brian.
Evening, Florida.
Hi, Florida.
Another Brian has joined in.
Yeah.
There's not many of us, Brian, too.
Brian with a new hip. New hip, Brian. I love it when it shines up. There, look at that. Maybe that then. Not bad, is it? Don't know if you can see, actually. It's got a nice glisten on it.
Yeah.
Is that bit done?
So Brian has said he has a great new hip in capital letters.
Yes. Ah.
I would say it makes a huge difference.
Oh, it does. My brother, I've got a brother who's had 2 hips done. He couldn't walk before.
Just Terry, Wendy's asking if she can tell everybody about her giveaway, please.
You just have, Wendy. Of course you can. Of course you can.
You could maybe pop the link in for that video there, Mark.
Just doing it.
I knew you would be.
Way ahead of you.
I knew you would be.
Yeah, way ahead of you, Brian.
Well, I can't put it in. I haven't got a spanner.
Have you not?
No.
Oh.
You're not got a spanner?
I'm feeling a bit left out here.
How do I get him a spanner then? Because I'll say that in all seriousness. Because I've got something wrong with that mortise there, so I'm gonna
start again. No,
just that little mortise. I'm gonna have to change that. Sorry about that, but it's not sitting on the chuck. I'm only using StreamYard. I can't give you a spanner on StreamYard, can I? Gotta do it on YouTube.
Do it afterwards.
I'll do it after, Brian.
No,
well, I thought you did have. I apologise.
You're fine. No, don't worry.
Stops you putting your link in, and that slows all the time.
Baz, some real simple things. Was Baz not in earlier?
Oh, hi, Baz.
Good evening, Baz.
Hello, Baz.
You're very, very late.
Stand in the corner. Even if you brought cake.
He's always late.
Yeah, he's always late. He would have been in earlier if you'd have bumped the back of that like I told you.
Yes, if I'd put it on burn mode, he'd be like a rat, wouldn't he?
Yep.
Like a drain pipe, straight in, whoosh. There's a lump in the bottom of this thing. Better. Don't know what happened there. But we're done now. Was Wendy given away then?
She
say?
I don't know. She hasn't explained.
She hasn't said yet.
Ah, what are you giving away, Wendy?
You have to go and watch her video to find out.
Oh. Uh-huh. Well, again.
But Wendy's videos are not hard to watch now. Come on.
I've watched one of Wendy's.
Wendy's quite entertaining.
Well, yeah, she is. I'm just winding her up, really.
I know.
For some reason, that's not sitting right.
That's running out a bit, isn't it?
It is, and I don't know why. Yeah. As I'm tightening it up, it's pushing it out. That can't be right, can it? That's weird. Right. Never had that before. Unless one of the jaws is bent. One of the jaws could be bent, couldn't it, I suppose? Move that out of the way. Let's get the tailstock up and push it in. Might just be me, old man syndrome. You know.
Don't be giving Mark the opportunity now, Terry, because he was already at that earlier.
What's that?
It's like a rat. It was like a rat up a drain pipe then, but I held back.
Yep.
Do I mind? Do I worry?
Excuse me.
Right. Move that over a bit. Clean that up.
Wendy from Toonbase Crafts just says, I do love you guys. You're always so nice to me.
No, you don't.
We love you too, Wendy.
Anything just to get your channel mentioned on all that is. We love you too, Wendy. When you're out working, you can deliver in the dark, you know. Try that, shall we? Shall we?
Better.
Better. I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay.
Operator error.
Operator error.
Level 8.
Level 8.
Or as Dale says, level 8.
Yeah, operator error. Right. Okay, which way are you going? I'll put it away now, out of the way. There it is. Probably fly off on Ave now. Same as last words. These tail stock center made a little bit of a big pimple in there, and I didn't want that. Never mind. Or was it? Oh no, it was a center pop. I hit it with, wasn't it? I hit it with a center punch to get the middle. It's the Forstner bit tip that's done it. I wanted to try and keep it as heavy as possible. Nearly there.
There are people in the chat complaining about shipping. Shipping costs. Don't want to come and live in Northern Ireland, guys, because shipping costs in Northern Ireland have went through the roof.
That was yeah. Where did I see that tonight? Somewhere on the news, I think it was. They said this chap does up motorcycles. You know, really old vintage motorcycles, and he said he can't afford now to send them to Europe. So they got tariffs or something. So.
I went to buy something from Martin's Martin's woodturning shop.
Yeah.
And they quoted me £39.96 for delivery.
Yeah, you don't want that, do you? It's horrendous.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Especially when the part only costs about £15 or something.
Yep.
You know.
Joe Senior says, question, what wood is this? I missed it.
Is it a bit of cigarette, Joe?
It's a little bit of ash, Joe.
Ash.
It's a cigarette end. Bit of ash. Which I've had this ash, Joe, for 25 years. I had a lot of boards many years ago, and several were left in the corner, and I forgot about them, and I found them. So, well, not find them. They just happened to appear over. I thought, oh, I'll use that to make this. Right, 180. 240 coming up. Then it's that'll do. I'm not going to be bothered to sand the bottom of it. No need. I'll sort that out some other point. I just want to get it so you can see the finished article. There we are. That's it.
Está. A base.
That's it. That one's done. That's 2 pieces. Try and what's that?
Joe, if you want to put any links in, darling, for the Yorkshire questions in the chat, feel free.
Is that done? Need this one. Excuse me, people, while I just get this set up for the next piece.
Well, because Wendy was in a little bit late, she's asking us what we're making. Sorry, what you're making, Kelly.
A butter dish. I'm making a cake stand, Wendy. Just in case you decide to leave before I finish. That'd be the topish. That'd be the bottom. Got to do the middle now. I hope you can all see this. Took me tail stock sander right, put it back in.
Yes, Douglas, Douglas, there does seem to be a small problem with YouTube.
Right. There we go. Make sure that's all right. Yeah. Can you see that all right, Mark? Yeah.
Yep. Mark's craft shed is in. Hi, Mark.
All right. I'll just get this down to round.
No, Wendy's just a traditional cake stand.
Nothing special, Wendy. Just
So Benjamin is hoping that you're going to have a nice piece of cake to be testing us out with. He suggests Victoria sponge.
That would be good if I'd baked one earlier, but didn't have time. The thing is, I would have done that, but I only found out that later on in the afternoon or whenever it was that Richard wasn't going to come on tonight. So although I'll do a pop-up, people probably won't bother to come in anyway, and I'll just play with timber by myself. Tell the wife I'm out here doing this, you see.
Good excuse, get out.
But I've been asked to go out and do something, I said to her.
So our Wendy has a little bit of a problem with cake. She likes
trouble baking it, or yeah, that's what it is then. Trouble, right? Get a nice smooth cut on there. See what happens. I'm going to try my little Scoobius of chisels. See if you like that. See if I can pull that up a bit.
Savannah has asked, Terry.
Yeah.
Why do you all run the bowl gouge along the top of the piece sometimes?
At the moment, if you can hear that, it's round. But if I show you this bit there, that's flat. That's nearly round there. That's flat. So if you hear the difference, where's the round bit? There's the round bit there. All right, this is the difference. That's round. That's not. So if you go like that, saves you stopping the lathe, basically.
Your tool bounces on the flats. If your tool's bouncing, it's not flat, it's not round.
So Hodgepodge has asked, Robert, he's never made a cake stand, but he would like to make one. Right. Is there a foot to platter ratio so as not to make it too tippy?
Well, I'm doing half and half just to make sure it's not too tippy. Depends on, I suppose, whether you, you know, if you've got a big wide cake on it and it's a heavy cake, something like maybe, you know, a fruited Christmas cake or something, you might have to press really hard to cut it. Then you really want a fairly wide stand as well, base as well. But if it's one of those, you know, where it's sponges or the like, then you get away with it.
Sorry, Terry.
It's all right.
Radar, the Woodturner, has joined us.
Hi, Radar.
Radar. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, everybody, really. Right.
And Doug Miller's
going
back.
That way. So. Yeah. Hello, Doug. Didn't get enough the last time.
No, he says his mowers wouldn't start.
So
it's what? Sorry?
His lawnmowers wouldn't start.
Oh, right, okay.
I hope mine starts tomorrow, Doug. I'm cutting grass tomorrow.
You're always cutting grass.
Well, there's 18 acres of ground there, and there's lots of.
Get some sheep.
I've got some
What
sheep.
shape should we do this then? What shape should we do this? Let's get that one there a minute.
Question for the chat: what shape should we make this?
What shape should we make this, people?
I think you should go cove, bead, cove.
Hang on a minute. Let's just find my parting chisel. I'm going to
put
what's name on each end. I'm going to put a tenon on each end to fit in the slot. I'm not going to do it that high. Mine's going to be about that. We'll just put a tenon on there to get our size.
That was almost Tommy Cooperish. I'm not going to do it like that, but I'm going to do it like that.
Like this. Like this. I'm going to do it like this. Not like that.
Jaw, spoon,
like
spoon, jaw, spoon.
Jaw, put me in the way of it.
Spoon, jaw.
It's one. Right, that's that bit done.
So Sebastian has suggested you should do it onion-shaped.
Onion-shaped. Union-shaped.
It's not a finial.
That's true.
Douglas Mum saying, cove bead.
Hang on, let me get this done first. Let me get to the length we're having it. Trying to get out of the way of the camera. There we are.
Thank you, Sylvain.
Right, there's that. I'm just going to check that this fits my. One's a bit loose. That means the other's going to be loose. Oh no, that's all right. A little bit loose. So I must have. Oh, I know what I did. I bored it out a little bit more, didn't I? Because of the thing I had a problem. Yeah. Right, let's take it out a bit more. It's only a fraction, but could make a difference.
No good if it's loose.
Ben Shannon says we want whatever you choose to do, you've got to do it with a skew. Even the cove.
Okay.
Good luck.
Well, I can't do a real tight cove with a skew, not really tight. That you can't do it with it. Well, you can, I suppose, but it's very difficult. Let's get that down a bit. There it is. That's my bits. Now, what do we want? Sorry.
We had cove, bead, cove for me. We had cove, bead.
So the bottom will have
hyperbolic or onion shaped.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
we've had some suggestions for off-center turning as well.
You can think about that later. Right. So if we do a bead, finish off the bead with a what's the name?
Cove.
Then we'll have a cove. No, we'll have a. We'll have a cove there, will we? No, yeah, well, no. What we'll do then is we'll have a bead. We'll cove it down like that. Yeah, we'll cove it down like that. Yeah, we'll finish the bead there. Right, small bead for each. We'll have to have a bead there probably, just so we can get it to sit on the thing. We'll have a bead there, and then we'll have an onion there, will we? You say? Onion. Yeah. Coming up. Ish. Something like that. How's that?
Yeah.
And look, round like so, and in, and up. How's that?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Go on in.
Right. Go on then, he says. That skew's blunt. That's my favourite skew as well. Damn it. Okay, find a skew chisel. That's going to work.
Don't have to use a skew if you don't want to.
No, Ben said he wants a skew. Ben says he wants this. Right, I've got another piece of timber ready, but I'm not going to bother if it goes wrong. Right, here we go. Let's get those. Bead there. Bead there. Thing there. Bead there.
Jason Wheeler's in. He says,
got it.
I'm late, sorry.
Corner with cake.
Absolutely, Jason. You're only an hour and a half late.
Right.
But welcome anyway, Jason.
$1,800 revs. Don't like this skew. This one's awful. Can't stick that one. I'm going to try something else. Actually, I might just sharpen my best one. See if it'll cut first. It probably won't. No, it's blunt as anything. No, that's at it. Hang on.
Use a spindle gauge.
Nope, just going to rub this flat on the oil stone. See if I can get a bit of sharpness on it.
You could have indeed, Jason.
Right.
But we're glad you're here. Douglas Mangum says, Terry, do a Keith, use an axe.
I didn't see Keith turn one of these beads with an axe.
They're a nice planing cut with it, though.
One axe.
Yeah, with an axe.
Hang on. Nope, not going to work with an axe.
Steady yourself.
Not going to work with an axe. You can't get around there. Not enough bevel on it. Or it's a round bevel. It's not an axe. What's the name, bevel? Not going to do that. Dangaroos. Start that again. Not my favourites. This chisel's not very good, actually. I'm using the wrong one, anyway. Where's the other one? The one I just sharpened.
You're quite right, Adam. Adam says it, but it says pop-up. It's hard to be on time for a pop-up.
It had to what?
He says it's a pop-up. I think you've said in your pop-up live, you've said on your...
I did. I popped up.
Yep.
Here I am.
And Keith had just said, not a big enough axe, Terry.
No, it's not sharp either, Keith. Would be nice if it was. I could have... just going to rough this down a bit more.
And Wendy from Toolbrush has got the right idea. Why don't you use a small bowl gouge?
Well, I could, Wendy, but somebody said do it with a skew. So I tried it. Right. Better. Who was it? Ben said do it with a skew.
Troublemaker. Mr. Ben, the troublemaker.
And jamming. You gotta do it all with a skew. Gotta rough it down first, man.
It's not something I would be attempting on a live demonstration using a skew.
Yeah, you gotta have a bit of fun, I mean.
Yeah, I've done a video with a skew, but I'm not doing it live.
You got to.
Not anytime soon, Terry.
When they see my videos, and he used the skew chisel, I bet he messed it all up. And he's hacked out hidden out the other bits.
And rightly so too.
Yeah. Watch my premiere tomorrow night. I turn a pen with a skew. It's very clever editing all the way through.
Just
that's the thing, Mark, isn't it?
Just watch for the transitions.
Yeah, count the transitions, people.
Transitions equal catches. Well, didn't mine anyway.
That's that.
It's a funny looking onion.
I'm started it, yeah. We tend to get away.
Yeah, the Klondike Crossman has come in and said, "Skews are really good fun if there isn't anyone watching."
Yeah.
They're all right.
Yeah, right. I agree.
Can't get enough. Get down a bit.
Wow.
Right. Onions.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm holding my breath.
Yeah.
Got to do it left-handed in there because I can't get it at this house.
I know you're just showing off.
No, I'm not. It's the only way I can do it. My head's not in the way, is it?
No, you're okay.
No.
You keep getting good with a skew, it might be. And there's the onion. Or shallot, as somebody already said in the chat.
That's shallot, yeah. Clean that bit there up.
I thought about using a skew today for the spindles on my cake stands. Thought about it for about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
4 seconds, yeah.
Let me think about that. Nope.
My problem is my skew is right next door to my spindle gouge on my tool ball. And it's so much easier to reach for the spindle gouge. Because the skew is about 2 inches further along, and I just can't be bothered to go that extra 2 inches.
Mine's is at the opposite end of the rack. Yeah. I only ever practice with it.
Spindle gouge just comes to hand quicker, easier, first, and I can use it.
Yeah. So Gerard thinks that's a good excuse, Mark. or a nice excuse in his word. A nice excuse.
I think these down a bit. They're a bit. They're a bit big.
I thought you were going to say a bit big and clunky there, but
they're a bit wide, a bit oversized. So. Diameter. I can't go too what's the name because it's got to fit without. It's got to cover the hole I made. Hey.
And Wayne the Woodturner says, that's what she said.
Thought he was having an early night.
And Wendy from Toonfish says, Mark, I've never heard a woman moan about an extra 2 inches.
Wendy.
That's Wendy.
Say nothing.
Wendy. Well, it's past 9:30, Wendy. We're past the watershed.
Right, I think. Just give it a quick sand. Find some sandiest of papers. Where we got 80 gray or somewhere. Try that first of all. I probably don't need 80 actually. Let's have a look.
Good finish off this cue. You should start at 240.
Yeah.
Not in my house.
That's not bad.
Ben's asked a question that I can answer.
It's broken
Ben
there.
Said,
chipped out.
Ben says, has anyone ever had a skew snap? I always imagine getting a crazy dig in, tip breaking off, and ended up in an artery or something. Ben, I snapped a skew about a year ago, taking a planing cut off the end of a piece of wood. Snapped it clean and off, mate.
Gee, what?
Change of underwear time.
When the Woodturner has just said, Terry, I fell asleep for an hour and a half ago. Are you still here?
Still here, Wayne. Right. Foot. Top. That probably got to be a bit smaller. Make it look right.
All that good work, just shave straight off again like that.
That's right. Then you get a catch, just as you're going to finish it, look.
Of course. That's why I'd be using the spindle gauge.
Yeah.
Yes, Douglas. Bit of a catch.
Yeah, only 1 or 2. Don't worry, is it?
Now he's talking about me. And I snapped mine.
Oh, you snapped it. Yeah.
Ping.
Not good when that happens, Mark.
No.
Obviously, the lid of the tin was a bit tight, wasn't it?
That was a turn the lathe off, sit down and have a cup of tea moment. And contemplate life.
Especially if it jumps at you and you think, blimey, you know.
Yep.
Surely there was a flaw in the material of his skew.
User error.
Well, if you get a catch, I mean, you know, it can break anything, can it? Blimey. It's in the way. Leave that out of the way. 2 rest out of the way.
Brent Breecroft's having to go and get his supper. He'll catch the rest later, Terry, he says.
Okay, Brent, thank you very much for coming in, mate. Appreciate it. just going to try before I part it off to make sure that the base one is correct. The base hole. I've got to make sure it fits through. Just double check that it's right. It's going to fit. Then difficult, because I don't want to part it off. I'll have to remounting it could be a bit of a pain. So here we are. That one. Use those is better. Is that going to fit? No, it's a bit tight. Let's see. It's a little tight. I'll take that down a bit. Tool. Of course, it's vibrating now because it's got very thin that end. Oh, I think that was right then. Tighten that up a bit. Right. There we are. Should fit.
Sylvana asks, if the worst happens on a live, who calls the ambulance? Question mark. I worry about these things.
Well, that would probably be Mark. I expect he might call the ambulance. I mean, might do.
Yeah, because I call the ambulance for Terry because I know where he lives. For me, Wayne calls my sister because he's got her number. Brian, he's screwed because none of us know where he lives.
There you go.
I'll just double check that end one there.
You actually do know where I live, Mark. You sent me a parcel.
That's true. I do have your address.
You do.
That's it. That'll be all right. Right, let's get rid of that then. Part that off.
And my phone number's on my website anyway.
Is it?
Yep.
I suppose we could ask the ambulance to. Can you just ring Brian? He's spinning around his lathe in the workshop. Give him a ring on this number.
My phone's a business number, so it kind of has to be public.
Stop that, Jimmy. That broke earlier than I thought it would.
You broke it.
Never mind. That's right. We don't need to worry about that. Back in 2 seconds.
Yep. Wayne says, on my lives, Dale has my contacts and Mark will have them soon.
Oh, yeah, it does pay to,
prepare in advance.
Prepare for the work. Prepare for the best, but
preparation
and
plan.
Prepare for the worst.
Yep.
Right, so that's that.
See, people, we don't just throw these things together. There is preparation behind the scenes.
Yes.
Change cameras.
There's probably 16 other Woodturners gradually turn into bones and in their workshops that their wives said, "Oh, he went away earlier.
You're live on YouTube.
Where he's gone. Don't know where he's gone." Yeah, he went to do YouTube. I haven't seen him for a month. Think he might have left me.
I would say that my brother, who lives about half a mile away from me, would know instantly if anything happened, but he informed me the other day he doesn't watch my lives because they're boring.
Ooh.
Thanks for that.
Well done, brother.
Find somewhere else to store your motorcycle next winter then.
That's what I call leverage.
All right, team. You ready for this?
Oh, look at that.
Just got to be glued up. I don't know if you can see that properly.
We can't
lift it up a bit.
We can just see it up. There we go. Oh. What's that spiky thing on your later?
I'll finish this in a minute, but there we are. Okay. There we are.
There we go. Very nice. There we go.
One onion-shaped pillar. One base, one top.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
All done in less than 2 hours. Excellent.
All done with mirrors. All done with mirrors.
Is
that all right?
Yep.
Looks good to me.
I shall finish that up and then do a bit of what they call it.
Gluing up.
Gluing up, yeah. I should probably stick something like Cascamite in it, or the decent wood glue that's going to stay forever. Let's just do this a minute. And as I entered last time, hello again. That'd be a good intro, wouldn't it? Can you see me all right? Yeah. There we are, team.
I better set up now, just in case you bring me back on screen.
That's it. No, well, yeah, I was thinking about that, but I thought, do I need to? They bragged me all this time, and they just...
Oh, good.
I click that button there. I can see if you're dressed first, and I see you're not. So.
I'm okay.
There we are, team. Oh, March. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming to my live, which is probably number 4 months ago, maybe. Whenever I stood in for Mark, I think I might have stood in for Wayne before that or after. You may see me again, you may not. That's what I normally say. However, if you want to subscribe to my channel, that's fine. And if you like what you see, come back next time. Until then, hope you like the cake stand. And my worm's got anything to say except goodbye, maybe not.
Excellent, Colin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you turning up. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.